um, instead of, $500,000 down or, something with a 6 or 7 figure down payment to buy one of those. It's 1 month's rent, 1 month security. You can buy the containers with equipment financing. And then it's just a matter of finding the correct amount and unit mix where it makes you cash flow positive. And at that point, you never have to put any more money into that, because then that cash flow pays for the next containers. That cash flow pays for that one, and then it just grows logarithmically. People say cash is king. I disagree. I think cash is queen. Cash flow is king. And this gets you there quickly.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today, I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, Juan Cuevas, who is working on modular building solutions for affordable housing. So excited to have you here today, Juan.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Been looking forward to this.
Definitely. Yeah, I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're creating a vertically integrated solution for more affordable housing. So let's dive in. First off, for those who are not yet familiar with you and your work, can you share what your main focus is?
Sure. I own a company called Uncontained Living, and we are a fully vertically integrated real estate development company. So there's no deal too small or too big. We can do tiny homes, but we don't necessarily just do tiny homes. So the mission of my company is to bring affordable housing back to America. I think I'm very principled in what I do. Single family home ownership, in my opinion, is one of the single most important things to have upward mobility in our society. When you own your home, instead of 20 years down the road, you have a child, they want to go to college, you can pull money out of your house and send your kid to college because you've owned it for 20 something years. And now your kid doesn't have to be a debt slave with a bunch of student debt. Single family ownership is very important. And I think that because of shifts in Wall Street, it's become very, very difficult for young people. And in fact, from year over year, home ownership, like people who think they can or cannot buy a home, it went up like almost 15% year over year of how many people think they cannot buy a home. It was in the 50s. I think we're in the low 60s now. The homes that we sell are very affordable. They're very well built. They're beautiful. They're not huge, but modular housing, I think, is the answer, because these homes can be built quickly. You can save such a significant amount building in a factory. And there are limits to that, obviously, because of shipping. But the way that our houses are built, we kind of mitigate that. Each module is no more than 10 feet wide. Because of Department of Transportation rules.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
They might not be the sophisticated investors that we work with and that kind of thing in that. So like, we actually have two companies. So Uncontained Living started, with container homes. And then when I bought the first two from one of these huge outfits, it basically just created another opportunity because I was able to secure basically like a wholesale distribution agreement. And now Direct Containers is our sister company, and we are a national retailer of shipping containers. And those are very profitable in the self-storage space. And what I really like about them, and when I'm not talking about like a rusty box of like a 40-foot or, something like that container, I'm talking about specialized containers like side doors, double doors. There's a 40-foot container. It's a pretty specialized container. So there's a 40-foot high cube side door. So that is a container with the doors on the end, and then it has 4 doors running down the side. So, or 4 sets of doors running down the side. So you can just erect 3 walls in the interior, and now you have 4 8x10 self-storage spaces. Now, if you climatize that unit, you kind of have a unicorn in that drive-up climate-controlled self-storage is very difficult to do because roll-up doors have a horrible R value. So with this is a sealed box. So having climate-controlled drive-up storage, that is something that is very unique and something you'd be able to get a premium for. Furthermore, when you're buying a self-storage facility, those kind of start for the most part, around $500,000, if not something with 2 commas in it. Hopefully the number starts with a 1, if you're buying it. Well, this compartmentalizes that to where you actually don't even have to buy the property. There's a great correlation in demographic necessities between a car lot and a self-storage center. They kind of both need the same things. You need rooftops, you need high median household incomes, and you need visibility. Going and renting a former medium-sized car lot. Well, everything's there. The fence, the lighting, the office, the ADA bathrooms, all of that stuff is going to already be there. And most importantly, 1, maybe 2 acres of flat concrete. And then you just bring the containers in. But that's instead of a huge down payment and all of the permitting stuff, planning and permitting, and then all of the stuff that goes with developing a new anything, whether it's, you can skip all of that. And in the car business, it's customary to have 30, 50, even 99-year leases. So instead of, $500,000 down or, something with a 6 or 7-figure down payment to buy one of those, it's 1 month's rent, 1 month's security. You can buy the containers with equipment financing. And then it's just a matter of finding the correct amount and unit mix where it makes you cash flow positive. And at that point, you never have to put any more money into that because then that cash flow pays for the next container. Because we're not talking a lot of money here. It's like maybe non-climate, you're probably looking around 8,000 to 10,000, depending on where you are. To climate, it might be like 15. Well, that cash flow pays for that one, and then it just grows logarithmically. And then, down the road, you're adding 3 or 4 at a time. And what's the exit? Well, if you have a lease, I mean, you could sell the business as a business, or you just go to the bank with your EBITDA with whatever multiplier they're going to give you based on your debt coverage. And there's your exit of your capital there, but you still own it. Well, you own the business, you don't own the land. But at the end of the day, real estate is about cash flow. People say cash is king. I disagree. I think cash is queen. Cash flow is king. And this gets you there quickly.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So this makes this palatable for people who are coming up. It also works for people who already own self-storage facilities and want to add to them or just develop new ones. We're probably somewhere between, around $30-ish a foot. And to build traditional self-storage, you're anywhere from 50 to 70. So it's a huge cost savings. Not to mention it's nimble. You can do it very quickly. Going with that same premise with housing, I've been intricately involved in institutional class assets, a beautiful deal named Grand Fountain. I curated the unit mix on that property. I was able to see that entire process. And what that experience taught me is real estate development, particularly residential, is extraordinarily profitable, but the risk is the time. It takes too long. Anybody who went through COVID will tell you, you can have pro formas and 10-year cash flow analysis all you want. Tomorrow is promised to no one. And if you are in the middle of your deal and the music stops, you're in trouble, so you want to get in and out as fast as possible. So going into things like the self-storage thing I was talking about, whether either renting or buying a former car lot or something like that, to where the infrastructure is already there. On the housing side, what makes a lot of sense with that is purchasing an RV park and converting it to what I call like a tiny home village. You would need to just make little improvements, like you'd have to make the septic systems a little bit more robust because the capacity for homes are a little bit more than RVs, but everything is there. The roads are there, the paths are there, everything's there. So, and then you can even condo that out or replat it and sell those homes, or Airbnb type of, short-term rental applications. But the key to that strategy is you're dirt to done in under a year. Your pro forma income is in the same calendar year as your start date. With any other kind of real estate development, you're usually at least year 2 before you're in the money. And that in the volatile world we live in now is scary. So I think that the appeal of our homes themselves is they're beautiful, they're affordable, and I think it's something that people want, opposed to, like we had talked about starting, most of the homes that you can buy in that 175 to 225 range is not something that people want to buy. And even if it may look like it when they're buying it, when you go back and you see some of the homes that were purchased in that price 2 or 3 years ago, and you go back and you see them now, the quality is just not there. These homes are falling apart pretty quickly. In not all cases, there are some good builders out there, but for the most part, a big part of this is, I think that when everything is 100% profit driven, and I'm not mad at that, but I think that can lead to quality issues. I would much rather make less per house and sell the entire subdivision out quickly then try to maximize profit on each house. That's kind of what that's what I have seen in the market right now. Because I'm a builder. I can look at these houses and tell you. I mean, some of these houses I see, they got 70 grand in these homes, and they're selling for 250 to 225. It's little shotgun houses that there's not much to them, and I think that the homes that we build are something anybody can be proud of. Is it going to be, if you have a family of 5? Okay, well, our house is probably not going to be for you. You know, starter homes, I think people start building equity early, the way it's supposed to be. Because, a $400,000 house for somebody just coming out of college with student loan debt, that's pretty unobtainable.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
We're seeing it. I think this is part of the reason on a very macro level, we're seeing increases in depression, and people are just dejected. They think like their American dream has been stolen from them. And as crazy as it sounds, and they're not going to take on Wall Street, I don't know. But I think that we just offer something that others don't. And I think we have a really good niche, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, that's incredible. I think that this is something that's very unique. What would you say it differentiates you from other people who have similar type of solutions?
I think it's quality is really what it comes down to. I mean, our modular home line. I mean, because these homes were so the company's called Viva Box. We are the exclusive distributor for them, and they're made in Mexico. They've been operating in Mexico, Central and South America for over a decade. And when I talked with them about, because basically I've been tasked with bringing those homes to the U.S. market and starting here in Texas, and but because each municipality is going to have different code requirements, we just went with the toughest ones. So these homes are built to Miami-Dade spec because those are the toughest building codes in the country. One of, rightfully so. That's not if they're getting hit by a hurricane, it's how many times, this year are they going to get hit by a hurricane? So they're only as good as the windows and doors you put in them in that regard. But the structure itself, I mean, they're bulletproof. I mean, not literally, but yeah, they're just very high quality. I mean, just things like these are 10-foot ceilings. The glass shower surrounds the marble in the bathroom showers. Surround goes all the way to the ceiling. Solid wood doors, custom cabinets. I mean, the interior of these feel like that of a high-end boat, like a nice catamaran, like a 50-foot catamaran type of boat. That's what the interior feels like. All it's quality, and again, I think we're very principled in what we do. And I don't want to be all sanctimonious about it, but I found out recently that Benjamin Franklin is my 7th grade granduncle. I think he's rolling in his grave, unfortunately, with what's going on with the country right now. And I feel like I am called to give affordable housing back to the American people, as obtuse as that might sound. But that's what I'm here to do. So it's not just quality, it's the principle behind it. And we're very excited about the future. We have some very big deals in the pipeline. So I think 2026 is going to be a great year.
Yeah, amazing. What an exciting creation to bring to the people. So before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more, where can people find you and connect with you?
Best place is uncontainedliving.net. Everything is on our website. You can see what we build. If you go to what we build, you can look at our View Box line of homes. Right now, they're still coming out of Mexico, but the factory, we're working on that in the Dallas area. Like, actually, that's my next call. Really excited about that. Yeah, so uncontainedliving.net, and then for the container business, that's portdirectcontainers.com. And then social media, everything is Cuevanomics. So last name is Cuevas, so Cuevanomics. But most of that's personal. So you want to see my dogs and me sailing and hanging out with my daughters as well. So I don't really put a lot of business stuff on my social media. I probably should, but I don't. Yeah, that's how to reach me.
Perfect. Well, appreciate your time and your story. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. This has been great. I was looking forward to it, and it was everything I thought and more.
Amazing. Awesome. Appreciate that. Well, for those that are tuning into the show, if you got value, make sure you have subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators like Juan who are building real businesses, and we'll see you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.